Hello? Have you ever needed to math in reverse? Here's an example. Your doctor said, that cat over there needs 0.55 mils of Serenia. Give it IV. And so you give it. And then you go to your computer and you go, crap, I gave 0.55 cc's, but what's the dose, the milligram dose? I have the milliliter dose, but I need the milligram dose because that's what a medical record cares about. So one workaround from that is you could say Serenia 10 mg per mil, and in parentheses, or rather say, was given at a dose of 0.5 cc's IV at this time. You could say something like that. But if you're thinking, no, I want to learn how to do the math in the backwards way, well, let's do that. So we go down to the bottom of our paper here and we see mil, the mils you gave, the mils your doctor told you, times the concentration. What is on the bottle? What is that concentration? Will get you micrograms. Or I'm sorry, milligrams. Usually it gives you milligrams. Now, like I said, we do have occasions where we have micrograms, like with dexdomitor. So sometimes it's mic. Usually we're going to get a mig dosing, especially if that's what was already on the bottle. And that's great. We're going to work with that. So let's start from the top. We know Serenia is a concentration of 10 mg per mil. So if we take that formula down on the bottom, the mil that we gave to the cat, 0.55, and we need to find mgs to write into the computer. If we take that times the concentration, which is 10, we're going to get 5.5 mg. Awesome. Now you have a thing to write in the computer. Cat was given Serenia 5.5 mg IV at this time. Same with your dog. You got 2.1 cc's. Give it to that dog. You do. But then you run to the computer and you go, crap. What do I write for milligrams? Because 2.1 cc's, we all know that's not appropriate in medical terms, in legalese, I suppose. So again, you follow your formula on the bottom, mils, which is 2.1, times the concentration of Serenia, which is 10, and you're going to get 21 mgs. Now you're going to say, Cherie, I just did the last math one though, and the milligrams on that last one was 20.9. I know this because I just did it. Well, you're right. And the difference between 20.9 milligrams and 21 milligrams is fairly negligible when you're talking about accuracy within a medical record. So you don't have to worry too much about whether or not they're off by a tenth of a number. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, if you're off by an entire whole number, if I wrote that it was 22 mg instead of 21, well, now we've got a problem. However, let's keep on going. Metronidazole, your doctor just threw out a number. That cat needs 5.5 mils of metronidazole IV over the next 30 minutes. Go. And then you go and you go do it. But then you get to the computer and you write metronidazole 5.5 mils. Oh, what is the concentration? I don't know. So you look on the bag, it says 5 mg per mil. Got it. So again, you take your mils, 5.5 mils, times that concentration that's on the bag, times 5. And that gets me 27.5 milligrams. Now I can write that into the computer. Same with the dog. I quick look at my bag, it says 5 mg per mil. Great, I know my concentration. So if I gave 20.9 mil, you take that times your concentration of 5, and you're going to get 104.5 milligrams. That's what you write in your computer. Moving on. Cefazolin, you were told to give 1.2 mils to that patient in surgery, which you did, but then you go to record it and you say, hey, surgery person, what's the concentration of cefazolin? And they look at the bottle and they say, 100 mg per mil. And you go, thank you. And then you take your 1.2 mils times 100 mg, which is the concentration, mg per mil, and you get 120 milligrams given to that cat. Same thing with the dog. You're taking your 4.6 mils times the concentration of 100, and you write in the computer 460 milligrams, given in surgery at this time, IV as a slow push by such and such anesthetist. Okay? Dex SP, you have 0.28 mils times your concentration of 4 mg per mil, and you get 1.12 milligrams. On to the dog. You've got 1 cc that you gave to that dog times 4 mg per mil concentration. Well, you could have done that in your head, but we did it anyway. 4 mg that dog was given. Diphenhydramine. You gave the cat 0.22 mils of that drug. And if you take it times your concentration, now I have milligrams. Now I know I can write in my computer 11 milligrams was given to that cat of diphenhydramine. The dog was given 0.84 mils times concentration of 50 mg per mil, and that's going to be 42 mg of diphenhydramine given to that dog. Fenbendazole, 2.8 mils was given. You take that times your concentration, which was 100 mg per mil, and you get 280 mg per dose was given to that cat every day for 5 days. Same with the dog. We got 10.5 mils every day for 5 days. If you take it times 100 mg per mil, the concentration, you'll get your milligram dose. 1050 milligrams. 1050 milligrams. Buprenorphine. I gave 2. Oh, did I erase it? I did. I was going to say 2.2 for a cat is way too much. That's okay. Let's move down to bupivacaine, where I did write a dose. The cat got 2.2 mils of bupivacaine, and if I take that times 5 mg per mil, the concentration, I get 11 mg that was given to the cat to numb up a laceration. The dog received 8.4 mils of bupivacaine to numb up the laceration, but I need to know milligrams, so I take it times the concentration, which is 5, and now I have 42 milligrams. And now we get to that darn dexdomator where things are either in mic or mig or we don't even know. That's okay. Let's make it easy. If the bottle says 0.5 mg per mil, then let's just stick with that. 0.5 mg per mil. Okay, so the doctor says give 0.11 cc's to that cat to make him sleepy. Done, you did it. But now you're writing in the computer, I gave 0.11 cc's, which, now I'm going to convert my mils times a concentration, and the bottle's concentration says 0.5 mg per mil, and that's going to get me 0.055 mg. Again, if we're going to stick with mg on the bottle, then that is what I write when I'm putting it in the computer. We go to our dog who got 0.42 mg to make him sedate. We take that times our concentration of 0.5 mg per mil, and you get 0.21 milligram of dexdomator. And there you go. That's how to do your math in reverse.